Hey everyone, this is Zeffy. Hey, what's up everybody? This is Zeffy back for another Kingdom Hearts card review. We're on week 33, and this week I'm going to be reviewing a Dark Villain card, Dragon Maleficent. It's level 9, power 20. The effect reads, before playing this card, you may discard any number of cards from your hand. If you do so, the level of this card decreases by 1 for each card you discarded while playing the card. So just right off the bat, we notice that the power is 20, the level's really high. It's definitely a beast in more ways than one. Very effective, can be very annoying if you put it on your opponent's world. No matter what they have out, it's a lot to take down a power 20. Even if they have a Keyblade, like Ultimate Weapon, or just any combination of a few, that may triple attack or whatever, it's still going to take them a few cards to get rid of this. So you can rest assured that if you play Dragon Maleficent, they're going to be expending a few resources to clear it off the board. Especially if you play other Heartless at the same time, it's going to be even more of a problem for them. The only issue about Dragon Maleficent that I could say is that when it's on the board, it really doesn't have any kind of effect. It's just a big power 20. Which is okay, which is, can be good or bad depending on who you're playing and what kind of deck they're playing, but it's not like, a wizard where they can't use magic, or it's not affected by a certain card type and all that. So it's a big beefy power 20. They can throw anything they want at it, but they're going to expend a lot to get rid of it. But again, they can throw anything they want, so it's not, in a sense, it's not that hard to get rid of in one way, but in another aspect, it's just going to be very expensive for them to clear it out. And it can be very expensive for you too, because, if they have only like a level 3 out, and, it's a level 9, you're not going to be able to play it. Even if you have some Jack Skellingtons out to lower the level, you're going to have to discard a few cards, and it may not be worth it to discard those cards, but then again, it may be worth it if they're kind of useless at that point in the game. So you have to kind of weigh that out and think of your options. If I was going to run this card, I would run one in my deck. I would not run more than one. More than one is just overkill. Drawing 2 in any kind of hand, opening hand, second turn, third, fourth, any turn. To have 2 of these in your hand is just a waste, because you're probably going to end up saying, okay, I'll just discard one to lower the level of the other one to play it. And it's like, okay, what's the point of that? So definitely only run one. You don't want to, especially late game when you're really looking for some options, and it could be, what you draw can make or break, this last turn or the following turn after that. If you're gonna, be able to come back or gain advantage, or not lose the game, you don't want to be drawing Dragon Maleficent like twice in one of those hands, or in one hand and then the following hand, and not have use for it. So it's kind of a unique card, but it's really powerful, but only good probably in ones. And for some deck types, maybe again, but what I just said, I really don't like the idea of 2 of these, but I know some people might be able to pull off running 2 if you have a lot of draw power, and you're drawing a lot of cards, fishing through your deck fast, and you just burn through a lot of resources, and you find that you have a few extra cards kicking around sometimes. Yeah, maybe you can get away with running 2 and it won't be a hindrance to you or a problem, but just be mindful. You don't really want to be caught up with too many Dragon Maleficents sitting around in your hand. And that's probably all I really have to say about it. Obviously, you played against World Rush, against the aggro deck, that's only running maybe like a monster level 1 nowadays, or Destiny Islands. It's not the best card in the world to play against someone like that, because even if you discard, you're going to have to discard a lot to get down to level 2 or 3, because they're most likely only going to have a couple level 1 worlds out, or 2 or 3 of them. Even if they have 4 out, it's going to be a lot to get it on one of those worlds, and then even then they may not care that it's on their world because it doesn't have any kind of global effect or effect on the board. So they'll see a big power 20, they'll have their worlds out already and say, oh, whatever, I don't need to escape, I don't care. So, it could be kind of self-defeating to devote resources to playing it against an aggro player or control archetype. So keep that in mind. It's probably better to just discard it against someone like that instead of wasting your resources. Use them for something else to play against them instead. That's probably all I have to say about it. Alright guys, see you later.